Whether you are like me spamming hogs for a living at Town Hall 7, or you just need a powerful 3-star attack strategy that is a more advanced method that can triple at higher Town Hall levels, this attack strategy is for you. Skelly, Donut, Mass Hogs. Here's the army combo. Now for the spells, we're only going to use 2 heals, 1 raise, 3 invis, and 2 Skelly spells. Now in the clan castle, we're going to take the flame flinger, hogs, but you could also replace these with 2 yetis. You're first going to want to locate a key defense for the flame flinger to take out. In this case, we're going to go after this scatter shot. Next, we're going to deploy a couple hogs to test for some Teslas. Now we're going to deploy the flame flinger. After that we do that, we're going to now begin the Skelly Donut. We're going to quickly deploy a rage. Next, the invis spell, and real quick we're going to deploy a Skelly spell per structure. In this case, we're going after the clan castle and the scatter shot. And you're going to want to deploy these invis spells 3 tiles away from each of the targets. A good measurement for this is, especially if you're starting out, is to go by the walls. Each wall is a tile. Next, we're going to begin with the Sui for the golem. We're going to deploy the queen now. Now we're going to deploy the baby dragon to cut the funnel for the queen. Next, we're going to deploy this little Valkyrie we have. You don't have to bring her, but I just like to, just in case there's Skelly traps, or in this case we could add some additional funneling for the king. Now we're going to send in a super wall breaker. There is a single turret, was a single turret on the king. We froze it, but I guess we could have saved that since he got out of range. Now we're going to send a headhunter onto the enemy world champion. Now we'll send in the other super wall breaker. That kind of went off, kind of wasted itself. I kind of wanted to get into the town hall, but that is kind of a big ask on an anti 2-star base. But looks like the queen is going to try to beat through the wall and go after it anyways. So now we're going to begin the hogs up on this top side. Now we're going to deploy the ground warden, but looks like the town hall got activated early, so that's gonna end up forcing our queen's ability. Anyway, so now we're going to save our warden's ability for the town hall's blast instead, but I guess I could have invised the queen to save her ability for longer. But anyways, now we're just going to have to rely on our warden's ability. We're going to save this heal for after the town hall. Gonna try to pop this warden's ability a little bit early. Hopefully we can get to the town hall before it blasts. And now we're going to deploy a couple wizards on the backside to begin the cleanup on the trash buildings. And yes, the hogs do make it through. Now we're going to deploy the last heal. As long as we don't run out of time, it looks like we should have plenty of strength left. We got about a quarter health in our world champion. And going to deploy the remaining barbarians and archers on this backside. You don't necessarily need to bring them. You can bring an extra hog or a wizard if you want. And it looks like we definitely could have used this invis spell on the queen since we have it left over, and it is a 3-star. The trickiest thing about this attack strategy is the Skelly Donut, but my first attempts look like this, but after plenty of practice I can come back a month later without using it, and 1 or 2 practice hits my attempts will look like this. So learning it is definitely the trickiest part. So here are a few tips for the Skelly Donut. Besides using the 3 tiles to measure the distance you'll drop your invis spells, another great reference is the standard building, which is also 3 tiles. Even if you are not a Town Hall 14 and above who has to compete against battle builders, you are going to want to bring a 4th invis and or a quake for backup if necessary. Practice is definitely going to be your biggest friend when it comes to learning this. A great way to do this is through farming with it, or of course you got your friendly challenges. Speaking of which, if you would like to join our active clan that competes in war daily, the link will be in the description.